So this morning we had a stock go up a total of 400% today. And then yesterday we also had another stock that went up a total of 800%. So the last 2 days has been crazy with volatility. And I wanted to break down exactly what I look for when I enter and exit a stock when I trade. And so I'm going to break this down into three different categories here. And each one is an incremental step on top of the other. And then the last tip that I have is something that I personally look for before I get into every single one of my trades. And so first off, let's look into the trade that we took today on SPHL, and this one went up a total of 400%. And you can clearly see here, if we pull up the 1 minute chart here, it was absolutely insane. And so I took my first entry down below here at the 1 minute chart on SPHL for a dip below VWAP, and I held through this extension as it curled all the way back up. I took some small scalps here, got a nice little bit of a profit cushion on the day, and then I took my one of my best positions in my last trades on SPHL for the break through this 1 minute candle to make a new high, and that extension from 6 to 7 to 8 to 9 all the way up to $12.50 for this morning. And so I can pull that up here on my trade execution platform so you guys can get a better idea. So I just took my first trade when it started popping up here, a dip a little bit down below. I took this entry looking for the dip and rip all the way back up through VWAP. That was a little bit of a false bear flag trap there. And then we also had this nice extension going in a little bit later on the day through this area. And so I took this first 1 minute candle to make a new high, looking for that extension, and I was taking profit off as it was continuing going higher all the way up to $12 a share. So my last entry on this one was, I believe it was 673, and I was taking some profit off all the way up to 11 and 12 as it was extending up in this area, and taking some profit off on it as it was dipping back down. And so the first thing I want to go over is looking for the right type of stock. And what that means when we're looking for the right type of stock is really meeting criteria that most traders of this category look for. And so we're small cap day traders, and one of the biggest factors that we're looking for is a low float. So we want to see a different couple of factors. There's some really good traders out there that trade these type of setups. One of the best out there, is Ross Cameron in the Warrior Trading community. He likes to break this down into his 5 pillars. And similarly, I look for the same pillars, but I like to look for a little bit of a wider and broader perspective on it. And so what I look for is a low float. I like to see high volume coming in. It doesn't have to be necessarily high relative volume. I want to see people buying and more demand coming in. And that's created through a category of news. So yesterday we had a stock pop up over 800% on predictive market news. And so they partnered with crypto.com, and that sent the stock flying, but I didn't trade it well. Why didn't I trade it well? My emotions got in the way of me trading. And so we broke this down in one of the live trading recordings here in the mentor room of the Lead portal, and we really broke it down on, how do we really fix our mentality coming into tomorrow, because yesterday we had a lot of fear in the market because there was such a nice extension and nice move that got in the way of us producing profit and thinking logically and not emotionally. And so today, coming into the market, we had this insane move, and I was able to finally pull out some profit on it. And so one of the biggest factors, that the reason why I traded this, because the float was underneath 10 million shares. I like to see volume coming in on it, especially early on, this really nice extension. We already had 1 million shares traded between the first, 30 minutes of this stock moving up. And then at the same time, we have the news come out as well. This one came out with news of announcing a strategic partnership between, it looks like a Chinese company here that introduces solar and green energy solutions for residential housing in Singapore. And so that created a spark of demand. And, especially after seeing a really nice move yesterday, you can kind of be more confident on some of these trades because buyers are more confident buying into these extensions. And so that's the criteria that we're really looking for. I don't like to span outside of that criteria because a lot of this times is where I, fall short and I end up losing. And so a stock with no news has no real sentiment for people to get behind and trade that. And so a lot of these times, if we're trading a stock with a high float and low volume, that's a really bad combination to trade. And a lot of my biggest losers have come from stocks that are not in my criteria that I use now each and every day when I come into the market. The next thing I want to go over is how we look for a trade. This is based on chart patterns. And so there's a couple chart patterns that I really want to break down. The first chart pattern I want to break down here is the bull flag. This is a setup that most small cap day traders look for because it's a really good sign of momentum in the market. And so oftentimes what you see is a really good green candle. You have maybe a momentary pullback before the next extension goes higher. And then you have a little bit, maybe, a candle wick coming in there. And then you have a momentary pullback coming in as well, where it's, a red candle going down. And then you have that next extension through that roof. And that's how we were able to actually see in real time if there was a possible extension, because how do you know this is going to go higher without knowing the future? You don't. And so this is where a little bit of, patterns repeating itself over and over come into the play. And then more oftentimes than not, you're able to really see these moves. And so a little bit of a pro tip that I use when I trade each and every morning is I prefer waiting for a dip before getting in. I'm not a huge fan of, just jumping in a stock that's moving up higher, because I've been caught in a lot of moves where it pops up all the way to a high of, $5 here. And then I get in for an entry just around this top. And then all of a sudden it's, a huge rejection candle and it's all the way back down. And so this indicates that there's a little bit of selling pressure. And how do we know that the opposite of that, where there's buying pressure? And that's by reading the level 2. And so let's go over some of these chart patterns that I have here as well. The bull flag is a setup that we just went over, where I'm able to time in my entries. And you can see maybe sometimes there's a little bit of a dip. It holds that level. I wait for some buying to come through, and then next extension all the way. Another pattern here is the crow rejection pattern. This is a setup that has been really, really doing well. This crow rejection pattern is something to really watch out for, even on the micro time frames. And so a lot of the times when we see a crow rejection pattern, what ends up happening is, let's say we have a candle here and it rejects this level. And then it dips back down a little bit lower. And what ends up happening is a little bit of a rally. And so all of a sudden you have a green candle, and then you have another green candle, and then buyers are buying this dip up, looking for that extension and breaking through high a day just in this area. And so if we read this in real time, how do we analyze that this is going to go higher compared to getting in and then it rejecting on us? And that's by reading the level 2. If you didn't see my last video, I really broke down how to read level 2 for beginners, and I would highly recommend checking that out, because one of the biggest things that I go over is reading the tape and how we look for potential trade opportunities. And so this is the level 2, and this is a lot to go on as a beginner trader, but this is really where you find a lot of these clean breakout and moves. So let's go over a little bit of a live trading archive here, so I can break down a little bit better of how you can understand where these moves can go in the future, so you guys can get a better understanding of how to trade these yourselves. And so if we see, let's say, let's go to SPHL here. What we're looking for is a price action in this extension. So right now I'm up a total of $43 on this stock, and I'm looking for the extension and the breakout up over 65. And so on the left side, I don't have the level 2 up. On the right side, you can see the 1-minute chart just above us. Volume looks good. We're looking at lighter volume on the selling bars, higher volume on the MACD, and it's starting to curl over negative. And so what we're really looking to see is if this can hold and break over 650 and 665 for the breakthrough high of day. And so right now it's dipping down below 645, and I see it start to curl back up. You can see the 5-minute chart is actually holding this extension too, the 5 minutes on the left of the 1 minute. And so we're curling back here, and I'm taking the breakthrough high a day here for the first 1 minute candle to make a new high, and taking this nice extension all the way up. Let's skip through here, all the way up, holding for the extension all the way through $12 a share, where I took my last little bit of profit. And so I'm going to break this down, this full entire live trading archive at joindtsm.com, where I'm going to break down the level 2 analysis and everything to do with what we traded so far today in the market. And so there was a couple other stocks that we traded, one of those being BNKK, CJMB. That was also another one. CJMB popped up this morning. And it made a really nice high, but the problem with this one was the fact that there was a lot of selling on it. It popped up here. I was able to pull out a little bit of profit, and then I gave back some, trying to get the breakthrough VWAP here at $3.16 a share. And so VWAP was just in this area for a while, and I was looking for the curl and the extension up. You could see the 5-minute here was also looking pretty nice. And so it ended up curling up a little bit later in the day, halting up, and then unfortunately not able to break through 4 and hold for that extension back through high of day. Right now, SPHL, this one's curling as well coming into this morning. So we have a lot of nice price action. And we can actually see on SHPL where this move is starting to look like it might break through high a day here at 641. And so if that has the potential to do that, that would be amazing. This is also a curl rejection pattern that we often see. So it rejects this level, curls back up, dips, and it squeezes all the way up to 11. And so these moves happen during real time. And so the best way we can understand if we want to break this down, especially let's say we're live trading this right now, let's watch for the break up over 1108, which is this previous high of this candle. And it's really important to time the market. This is a concept that I broke down in a lot of my other videos as well, is timing the market so where you can jump in when other people are jumping in. That's what's called confirmation. And you get confirmation by green on the tape. And so if we break down the level 2 here, you can see one of two things. You can see the level 2 is what we read the price action off of. And then on the right side, we see the tape. And so let's say this starts curling back up to 80s, and then 90s and back up to 11, and there's a lot of green on the tape. You can start seeing this really start extend, and that's exactly what I'm looking for when I'm trading these setups. And so a lot of the times when I'm trading, a little bit of a bonus tip here coming into the end of this video, when I'm watching a setup form in real time, the biggest thing that I'm looking for is resistance. And if there's resistance on a stock, whether that's a big seller or not breaking up, there's buyers, but the price isn't extending and those sellers are creating a lot of pressure, that's when I typically don't buy a stock. But when I see that the floor is open and we have plenty of room to move and continue up, that's when I really want to start honing in on the stock and moving up and continuing breaking this down. So I appreciate everyone for tuning in to this episode today. We had a really nice move. Hopefully tomorrow we can continue this momentum for some of these plays. Tomorrow is Friday, so we don't always know if we're going to be able to get a stock that's going to move up. Fridays have been a little bit slower recently. So the biggest thing is honing in on a day like today and moving forward and increasing our share size going into tomorrow. First getting a little bit of profit and then hopefully trying to extend for that push up. So I appreciate everyone for tuning in today. I hope you found a little bit of value in what I'm looking for each and every day coming into this market. And then if you want to check out the daily recap for today, I would highly recommend going to Join DTSM, which will be in the comments and in the description of this video. Click on the link and it'll take you right to the website where you can watch the daily recap with live level 2 data. So thanks everyone for tuning in today, and we'll see you in the next video.